You have an incredible amount of power. Why should we trust you?
You shouldn't. This morning, a blockbuster shakeup in the world of artificial intelligence.
Sam Altman, the co-founder of OpenAI, being forced out by the board.
Altman once chose Microsoft, and he chose Microsoft again.
Yet another twist in the Sam Altman saga at OpenAI.
November 17th, 2023. A day that would shake the AI world to its core. What you're about to witness is the most insane corporate drama in Silicon Valley history. An $86 billion company, 5 days, and a coup that nobody saw coming. This is the story of Sam Altman, a CEO who was fired on a Friday and somehow returned by Tuesday. But what happened in between? Over 700 employees threatened to quit. Microsoft played a chess move that shocked everyone. And one board member said 3 words that changed everything. I deeply regret. By the end of this video, you'll understand how a company that created ChatGPT almost destroyed itself in less than a week. You'll see betrayal, loyalty, corporate warfare, and a plot twist worthy of a Hollywood thriller. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we break down the biggest tech and business stories in a way that actually makes sense. All right, let's dive into the 5-day coup. The firing, Friday morning, November 17th. Silicon Valley wakes up like any other day. Coffee shops are packed with startup founders. Venture capitalists are taking meetings. Everything is normal. And then, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, a blog post drops on OpenAI's website that sends shockwaves through the entire tech industry. The board of directors of OpenAI has made the decision that Sam Altman will depart as CEO and will leave the board of directors. The board no longer has confidence in his ability to continue leading OpenAI. The reason given? Sam was, quote, not consistently candid in his communications with the board. Translation: they're saying he lied. Now let me paint the picture of what just exploded. This isn't some random startup. This is OpenAI, built ChatGPT, the fastest product to reach 100 million users ever in just 2 months. $86 billion valuation, making it one of the most valuable private companies on Earth. Microsoft invested $13 billion, their biggest AI bet. 770-plus employees, many of them the best AI researchers in the world. And Sam Altman, the face of the AI revolution, friends with everyone in tech. And they just fired him, with no warning, on a Friday afternoon, via blog post. Within minutes, the tech world loses its mind. Twitter explodes, group chats are going crazy, everyone is asking the same question. What the hell just happened? But it gets worse. Greg Brockman, OpenAI's president and chairman of the board, finds out about Altman's firing through Google Meet. He's told to join a call, and boom, your co-founder is gone. Greg Brockman immediately posts on X, based on today's news, I quit. He doesn't just leave the company, he makes it public. This is loyalty. This is saying, if Sam goes, I go. And here's the kicker. 3 senior researchers quit the same day. Jakub Paczocki, Alexander Madry, and Simon Sidor. All of them walk out. This isn't just losing a CEO. This is a mass exodus of talent. So who are these board members who just nuked their own company? Let me introduce you to the 6 people who held OpenAI's fate in their hands. Ilya Sutskever, co-founder, chief scientist, AI legend. Adam D'Angelo, CEO of Quora. Tasha McCauley, tech entrepreneur. Helen Toner, director at Georgetown Security Center. Sam Altman, CEO, about to be removed. And Greg Brockman, president, removed from board but not from the company initially. Notice something? No Microsoft representation. No major investors. This board had complete control. And they just used it to blow everything up. Here's what nobody understands. Why? What did Sam Altman do that was so bad they had to fire him immediately? The board isn't saying. They give this vague, not consistently candid line, and that's it. This is where the conspiracy theories start flying. Did Sam try to raise money secretly? Was there a fight about AI safety versus commercialization? Did he lie about a major breakthrough? Was this a power play that backfired? As Friday night falls, the tech world is in chaos. OpenAI's CEO is gone, the president quit, researchers are leaving, and nobody knows what's really happening. But trust me, this is just the beginning. The weekend chaos. Microsoft's power move, day 2 and 3. Saturday, Sunday, November 18th to 19th. Saturday morning. Most people are sleeping in, having breakfast, living normal lives. But in Silicon Valley, phones are ringing, emergency meetings are being called, and Microsoft is about to make a move that changes everything. Behind the scenes, something critical is happening. Sam Altman and the OpenAI board are actually talking about him coming back. Sources say there are negotiations. Maybe this was all a misunderstanding? Maybe cooler heads will prevail. But here's the problem. Trust is completely broken. The board blindsided Sam. Sam's supporters are furious, and the clock is ticking. Reports emerge that Sam gives the board an ultimatum: reinstate me by Sunday 5 p.m., or I'm gone for good. This isn't a negotiation anymore. This is a Mexican standoff. The new CEO. Sunday morning, the board makes their move, and it's not what anyone expected. They announce Emmett Shear as the new permanent CEO. Who's Emmett Shear? He's the co-founder of Twitch, the game streaming platform. Respected guy, smart guy. But here's the thing. He has zero connection to OpenAI. He wasn't part of the company. He didn't build ChatGPT. And more importantly, he's known for being cautious about AI development. This is a statement. The board is saying, we're going in a different direction, and Sam Altman is not coming back. This appointment tells us everything. This wasn't about Sam being not candid. This was about vision. The board wanted to slow down. Sam wanted to move fast. And the board just picked someone who agrees with them. Microsoft strikes back. And then, at 1:43 p.m. Pacific time, Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, drops a nuclear bomb on Twitter. We're extremely excited to share the news that Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, together with colleagues, will be joining Microsoft to lead a new advanced AI research team. Read that again. Microsoft just hired Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, not as consultants, not as advisors, to lead a new advanced AI research team. This is brilliant on so many levels. Microsoft protected their $13 billion investment. They can't control OpenAI's board, but they can hire the brain trust. They weaponized the situation. Now, OpenAI employees have a choice: stay with the messy board situation or join Sam at Microsoft. They signaled to the market, we're backing Sam, not the board. They created leverage. This puts immense pressure on OpenAI. Satya Nadella just played 4D chess while the OpenAI board was playing checkers. Think about what this means. Microsoft now has Sam Altman's vision and leadership, Greg Brockman's technical expertise, the ability to poach OpenAI's entire team, all their existing AI infrastructure through Azure, and they own 49% of OpenAI's profits anyway. OpenAI's board just created their own worst nightmare. They fired Sam to protect the company, and instead they gave Microsoft the keys to potentially destroy it. The employee revolt. Sunday night. While most people are getting ready for the work week, something extraordinary is happening. OpenAI employees are writing a letter, and it's about to become the most powerful employee revolt in tech history. Monday morning, the letter drops, and it's absolutely devastating. We, the undersigned, may choose to resign from OpenAI and join the newly announced Microsoft subsidiary run by Sam Altman and Greg Brockman. Microsoft has assured us that there are positions for all OpenAI employees at this new subsidiary should we choose to join. The demands are crystal clear. All current board members must resign. Sam Altman and Greg Brockman must be reinstated. The board must appoint 2 new independent directors. And then comes the threat. The leadership team has made clear that we are capable of this. Translation: we will burn this place down if you don't fix this. When the letter first circulates internally, 500 signatures, then 550, then 650. By Monday evening, 743 out of 770 employees have signed. That's 96% of the entire company. This isn't a protest. This is a complete rejection of the board. Even Ilya Sutskever, the board member who voted to fire Sam, signs the letter. Ilya tweets something that will become one of the most famous tweets in tech history. I deeply regret my participation in the board's actions. I never intended to harm OpenAI. I love everything we've built together, and I will do everything I can to reunite the company. Ilya Sutskever, co-founder, chief scientist, board member, just publicly admitted the board screwed up. This is unheard of. Board members don't do this, but the pressure is too intense. The company is literally falling apart. So let's take stock of where we are on Monday night. Sam and Greg are at Microsoft, ready to start a new team. 743 employees signed a letter threatening to quit. Emmett Shear is the new CEO nobody wants. The board is completely isolated. Microsoft is offering jobs to everyone, and OpenAI is on the brink of total collapse. The board has two choices: surrender completely, or watch their $86 billion company die. Because here's the reality. Without the employees, OpenAI is just an empty office and a name. The value of OpenAI is the people, and the people have spoken. The resolution. The board surrenders at Tuesday morning, November 21st. Day 5 of the crisis, and the OpenAI board finally realizes they've lost. Behind closed doors, emergency negotiations are happening. Microsoft is at the table. Sam Altman's representatives are there, and the board knows they're out of options. The terms are simple: total surrender. Sam Altman returns as CEO, Greg Brockman returns as president. The entire board resigns except one. New board members will be appointed. An independent investigation will determine what happened. This isn't a compromise, this is a complete capitulation. The board started this coup, and they lost everything.
Now to the latest on the turmoil at OpenAI.
Sam Altman, the co-founder and ousted leader.
Sam Altman is back as OpenAI's CEO just days after being removed.
Late Friday, the board of OpenAI dramatically sacked its chief executive and founder, Sam Altman.
Tuesday afternoon, OpenAI announces, "We have reached an agreement in principle for Sam Altman to return to OpenAI as CEO with a new initial board." The new board members are announced: Brett Taylor, former Salesforce co-CEO, as chairman, Larry Summers, former Treasury Secretary, as member, and Adam D'Angelo, Quora CEO, as the only original board member remaining. Notice who's not on that list: Ilya Sutskever. The co-founder who started this whole thing is off the board. Helen Toner, gone. Tasha McCauley, gone. Sam Altman posts a simple message with a photo of himself holding an OpenAI visitor badge. "First and last time I ever wear one of these." That's it. No long speech, no victory lap, just a quiet flex that says, "I'm back and I'm never leaving again." What actually happened? The truth behind the coup. So now that the dust has settled, we can finally ask, what actually happened? Why did the board do this? Reuters reports that days before the firing, several OpenAI researchers sent a letter to the board warning about a powerful AI discovery called Q*. This breakthrough allegedly could be a significant step toward AGI, artificial general intelligence. The theory: Sam wanted to push forward fast with this technology. The board thought it was too dangerous, so they removed him. Another theory: OpenAI started as a non-profit focused on AI safety. Then they created a for-profit subsidiary. Then ChatGPT made them billions. Some board members allegedly felt Sam was moving too fast toward commercialization and away from the safety mission. Helen Toner had even written a paper criticizing OpenAI's approach to safety. The board might have been trying to slam the brakes. Reports also emerged that Sam was working on other ventures, trying to raise billions for an AI chip company, potentially starting other AI projects, having conversations that the board wasn't looped into. The not consistently candid comment might have been about these side projects. The board might have felt Sam was distracted or building competing interests. The simplest explanation: this was about control. The board had all the formal power. It's a non-profit board with full authority. But Sam had all the practical power, the employees, the vision, the reputation. This was the board trying to assert dominance. And it backfired spectacularly. Based on all the evidence, here's what probably happened. The board, led by safety-conscious members, genuinely believed Sam was moving too recklessly. They had philosophical differences about AI development speed. They felt he wasn't being fully transparent about his other ventures and the Q-Star breakthrough. So they made a decision to remove him. But they made one catastrophic miscalculation. They didn't understand that Sam Altman was OpenAI to everyone else, the employees, Microsoft, the market. You can't separate the company from the person who built it. And when they tried, the entire company almost died. The aftermath and lessons. So what's different now? Everything and nothing. What changed? New board with more business-friendly members. Sam has way more power. He survived a coup. Microsoft's influence is even stronger. Employee loyalty is proven. The safety versus speed debate is settled. Speed won. What stayed the same? The fundamental tensions about AI safety still exist. OpenAI's structure is still weird. A non-profit controlling a for-profit. The Q-Star technology questions remain unanswered. The market is more skeptical of AI governance. This story isn't just about one company or one CEO. It's about the future of artificial intelligence and who gets to control it. Think about it. We're building technology that could be more powerful than nuclear weapons. And the question is, who decides how fast we go? How safe is safe enough? Should it be researchers focused on safety? Entrepreneurs focused on innovation? Employees who built it? Investors who funded it? Governments who regulate it? The OpenAI coup was really a battle over this question. And what we learned is, in Silicon Valley, the market decides. The employees decide. The money decides, not the board. Here's the ultimate irony. The board fired Sam to protect OpenAI from moving too fast and taking too many risks. Instead, they created the biggest crisis in the company's history, almost destroyed it completely, and ended up with Sam more powerful than before. They tried to slow him down. They accelerated him instead. So there you have it. 5 days that almost destroyed the most important AI company on Earth. A boardroom coup that turned into an employee revolution. A firing that became a rehiring. And a lesson in corporate governance that will be studied for decades. If you take away 3 things from this story, let it be this. 1. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. The board had all the formal power. But Sam had the loyalty. And in the end, loyalty won. You can't run a company when 96% of employees want you gone. 2. Speed matters in tech. Silicon Valley moves fast. The board tried to make a careful, deliberate decision about safety and governance, but the market didn't wait. Microsoft swooped in within 48 hours. Speed is power. 3. Leadership is about people, not positions. Sam Altman wasn't CEO for 3 days, but he was still the leader. Real leadership isn't about a title. It's about who people choose to follow, and OpenAI's employees chose Sam. Today, OpenAI is stronger than ever. ChatGPT continues to dominate. GPT-4 and GPT-5 development continues. The company is valued even higher. Sam Altman is basically untouchable now. But the questions that caused this crisis, they haven't gone away. How fast should we develop AI? How do we balance safety and innovation? Who should control these godlike technologies? These aren't just OpenAI questions. These are civilization questions. And we're all going to have to answer them. The 5-day coup at OpenAI wasn't just corporate drama. It was a glimpse into our future. A future where AI companies have more power than some countries, where the decisions of a handful of people affect billions, where the line between innovation and existential risk gets thinner every day. Sam Altman survived his coup, but the bigger battle, the battle over AI's future, has only just begun. If you found this video valuable, smash that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into tech stories that actually matter. Drop a comment telling me, do you think the board was right to fire Sam? Or were they wrong? I want to hear your take. And if you want to understand AI better, check out my other videos, links in the description and cards above. I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious, stay informed, and remember, in Silicon Valley, anything can happen in 5 days.